It's like, how am I even supposed to start this thing? Hey guys, my name is Jessica, and I have had type 1 diabetes for almost 12 years now, and I figure, out of all the diabetes groups I'm on Facebook, we tend to vent and just blow off steam, which is awesome. It's great. It's healthy. It's good. But I feel like we ought to have a little more fun, especially how we have this great group of people. We have the inside jokes that no one else gets. I mean, we can be pretty darn awesome, so let's get to it. So I thought that a good idea for our first video, you can agree or disagree with me in the comments, would be a carb count challenge in which we take some well-known foods and then I have to blindly guess how many carbs are in that serving. I'm going to test some of them. And my friend here, he has actually calculated the carb count for all of them. He's also told me how much insulin to take beforehand. First one I've decided to start off with is the Disney edition. And let's start off with Lady and the Tramp's spaghetti and meatballs. I definitely gotta get a meatball. Meatballs are the best part. Man, how many carbs is this serving? This is going to be tricky, and I'm going to risk embarrassment because I haven't had spaghetti in a while. Like, the spaghetti I usually have are made with the zucchini noodles instead of pasta. I'm going to say...
It's greater than 0, I'll tell you that.
Shush you. Yeah, who the funk that? I'm going to say... Gosh, how much is pasta again? Oh, 40. That's my guess for this dish, is 40. So, let the humiliation begin. So next up, I could not decide between two dishes from this movie, but went with Princess and the Frog's gumbo. And shot of Tabasco hits the bee's knees. It's the bee's knees, not hits the bee's knees. Thank goodness for editing. I could re-say that, but why bother? It's not swamp gumbo, but it's gonna be tasty. All this is missing is beignets on the side. Which, by the way, the recipe I include down in the description for this gumbo is not going to be entirely accurate because this guy, Mr. Picky, Mr. Perfectionist, he went and combined like 2 recipes for it in order to improve it. So, which it definitely worked.
The original recipe called for only simmering for about half an hour.
That just won't
Gumbo simmers for hours, as anyone from the South would tell you. So it tastes good, but how much carbs?
How many carbs? You gotta use proper grammar, my friend. Oh, and there's shrimp. Oh, and I forgot about shrimp. Oh, man, and rice, too. I'm gonna guess like 56 for this bowl. I'm coming back to that. How does it feel to be my personal server for a day? Okay, now I got a chance to cheat. This one is from, drumroll please, Ratatouille! And the dish is called Ratatouille. This can't be too many carbs. I mean, it's vegetables, but at the same time, vegetables can be deceiving. For this serving, I would go with like 10. What's next again?
Code word dingle hopper.
Dingle hopper. Now, this was something that didn't see anyone actually eat this dish in the movie because there was a certain character that avoided this fate, thankfully. The stuffed crab from The Little Mermaid. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That looks a little scary. I actually don't know if I can do this. How do I not make eye contact? Fresh dingle hopper, too. How well does this work? Like, this is not related to the challenge at all, but I'm just kind of curious how well this works. I will wash this later. Actually, that works really well. But seriously, how do I eat this? I don't want to eat Sebastian. Well, it doesn't even look like Sebastian.
Yeah, this is a different species for sure.
It's Sebastian's cousins.
Now it doesn't look so crabby.
You're crabby. I'm thinking that the only real carbs in this thing would probably be the breadcrumbs. So I don't think it's going to be that many. I'm going to go with 10 again. So. Now, some girls are looking to lose a few pounds, but these are going to have the opposite effect and make you grow much, much larger. And I'm talking about Alice in Wonderland's Eat Me Cakes. So, was the carb count that you calculated for like all 6 of these or 1?
I've calculated for each piece.
So, I'm guessing the carb count for 1?
Yeah.
For 1. Okay. Which one to do?
One that says eat me.
Several of them say that. Yeah, look at that. It's so sweet. I was actually very proud of these. Man, these are going to be loaded. I'm going to guess that one of these is like 20. Oh, man. I don't care how big you get on eating one teeny tiny little bite. I don't care if I were to grow like 10 stories. I would keep eating this thing. Try me. You shrunk. Okay, I'm gonna take that away because that's dangerous. Lastly, this is something I've always wanted to try since I was a kid because my favorite Disney movie by far is Beauty and the Beast.
Why, I only live to serve. Try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Oh, it's so pretty, and it's so cute little ramekins and everything. That's cold. They're like frozen.
If you don't believe me, ask the dishes.
By the way, Alex, you want to chime in on why you think this doesn't really qualify as the gray stuff from the movie?
Because it's not. The Disney approved recipe for this, the one they serve at their theme parks, is a cookies and cream pudding. I sincerely doubt that's what those in the Beast's castle made for Belle. Like, they did not crush up Oreos and mix it with instant pudding. It was probably some sort of pate, like a meat dip.
And I refuse to have that.
So if you would have been Belle in the movie, try the gray stuff, it's delicious. No.
So you said it's basically an Oreos and cream pudding, basically. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with like 34 for this serving. Are you keeping track of these by chance?
Yes.
Good. You call it pudding, it's practically ice cream. He may have accidentally stumbled upon something here. When you freeze pudding, that's a heck of a good idea. Whoa. And now it's time for the final reveal. We're setting up again, bringing the stuff out. Well, I'm just going to have another meatball. For spaghetti, I had guessed...
40 carbs.
40. Okay. What's the final amount?
If you ate that entire plate, it would be 108.
What?
Carbs. That's a lot of noodles. Ideally shared with a fellow dog.
Okay, for the gumbo, what did I guess? Like 30 something?
You guessed 56 for the gumbo.
Okay.
This has 84 carbs.
Okay.
The ratatouille. You guessed 10 carbs. That serving has about 20.
Okay, that one I don't feel as bad about. Got half. So.
Stuffed crab. You also said 10. That one's got about 32.
Kids, this is why you check. Don't guess, just check.
So for the cookie cakes, you guessed 20.
Cakes, they're not cookies.
For the cakes, you said 20 carbs. Each
Cake. He wants to call them cookies so badly.
Each one has 46.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised by that. I mean...
And the gray stuff, you guessed 34.
I already know I'm way under.
Each of those have 65 carbs.
Is my guessing so low just wishful thinking for how much? Just hoping that I don't have to take as much insulin as I have to? This stuff, I can see that. And the ratatouille, I can see that. Crab, maybe. But the spaghetti and gumbo? Really? That's just sad to me.
Rice and noodles, they're more than you think sometimes.
I know. That's why I don't have them very often, hence why I suck at this. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and he has earned a meatball. This has been a fun challenge to do. I'm looking forward to doing some more of these, different versions of this, as well as some other videos. Hopefully I get better at this as time goes on. I don't know how likely that'll be. I want more of those cakes, but now I know how many carbs are in them and I'm sad. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you have good levels today, and I will see you later. Bye. I'm eating another one of these. They're too yummy. They're too yummy not to eat.